Hi everyone, Beth here from Corner Piece Studio. I want to say welcome back if you are a returning viewer. If you're a new viewer, welcome. I'm thrilled that you're here. If you like what you see, please press like so my content can get out there for other people to see. And if you want to see what I have coming up on future videos, please press subscribe so you can see the future content. I have a little sunflower down on the right corner there to help you get to it quickly. Today, I want to apologize for not being around for a while. I have been preparing for a craft fair this weekend, a local craft fair at a firehouse. It's it supports the firehouse. So getting all my stuff together for that. I will come in later and show you some things that I have done for it. Right now, I just figured I'd come in and talk with you and apologize for not being around and showing you something that I'm working on doing for the craft fair as a little thank you to people when they purchase a journal from me. So I made this cute little envelope. Let's see, its finished size is, just put the black behind it so you can see it better, 5 1/4 by just about 5 inches, just shy of 5 inches. And it is made from one piece of 12 by 12 paper, not cardstock, but scrap paper. So I'm going to choose a piece. Let's see. I like this pad. I got this. This is Paper Studio. I got this from, I think I got it from Hobby Lobby. I'm not positive. But it's Paper Studio. I'm going to use this pretty one here. I'll use this one. This way I don't have to worry about direction. Because when you have something that's directional, well, maybe I should get something with direction on it. Make it, to do two birds with one stone. How's that sound, folks? Do 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's get something that is directional. Okay. This is pretty directional. Okay. So you take out the whole piece of paper, put it back side up, and fold it in half. That's how you get a pattern on the inside. I just love these. They're so perfect. There's a bunch of different ways you can do closure on them too, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. All right, so yeah, I've got a scraper here. Okay, so I used glue stick because glue stick does not bubble or ripple the paper. All right, so I do right up the center seam and then all the way to my edges. Yeah, I'm not using anything under my paper. I should have put something under here. I don't want to get stuff on my board. But I got glue all the way to the edges. Make sure you get the edges. And then you glue the whole... Oh, I picked the purple one so you can see better. So you just glue 1/2 of it, fold it, press from the center of your fold outward, and then scrape. All kinds of little bits on my table here, and then scrape it, and then let it dry. And I have not done that. I have not let that dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and the depth of my pocket is 4 inches actually. So all right, see, here's the direction. This is where the directionality comes in. Right now it's right side up. So when I go to make my pocket, I'm going to fold this, and if you notice, that's upside down. So what you want to do, sorry, I had to step away for a second. My husband called. As we were talking about the directionality of the paper, see, it's upside down. Even though it's sitting right side up here, when you fold it, it's not right side up. So what you want to do is you want to turn it so it's upside down. Because when you fold it up, now you've got your right side up. And then when you pull your flap down, that's going to be right side up. Oh, cool. I got the little bridge in the center. So I'm going to fold it to about 4 inches. There's many different ways you can do your envelopes. This is just how I like doing mine. I'm combining a couple different ways here that I have seen online, and this one works for me. Make sure your edges and all are even. Make sure your edges are even. Now my top flap is, the first thing you'll notice is it does not come all the way down to here, come down to meet the other one, because you want to be able to get into your pouch. You want to get in and get out. Now if it's right up to here, that makes it a little more difficult. So I'm going to leave about 1 inch space when I fold my top flap down. So there's here is where the edge of my bottom flap is. So I'm going to just come down about 1 inch. And fold it. Mind you, it's best if you wait for your paper to dry. This is a little bit lucky because this is paper and it seems to work all right, but sometimes it might not, the glue might not hold and it'll buckle. So there we are. That's your fold. Now what I'm going to show you is some other ones that I have done that are dry now. I'm not going to mess with this one anymore. I'm going to put that to the side and let that dry. Here, and here's one, just that same paper actually. Did the directional. See, it's very directional, and this one is different size because that pocket's 4 inches. Oh, because I folded it down, so there's only 1/2 inch. So it just depends. You can have a wider space up here, or you can have a narrower space. This one is 1/2 inch, this one's a 1 inch. So that's what makes for the difference in height, and that's okay. So what I did is I took my inker and I inked the edges. Okay, I had my inker, I inked on my edges. You notice that this is rounded already. I did that before, and that's not what I wanted to do first. So don't round your corners yet. So my edges are inked. Now I'm going to get my scoreboard. And sometimes you might have a scoring thing on your paper trimmer. I do. It happens to be in the other room at the moment. Or you might have a scoreboard. If you don't have a scoreboard, you can just fold it on your own. I like using my scoreboard. I'm going to open out my envelope and get my scoring tool. I got nails. I got to cut these nails off. Open my scoring tool and my scoring tool out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3/8 in. Make a 3/8 gusset here. Turn the paper and do it 3/8 again. Now when you initially fold this, you can also use your scoreboard. You would score at 4 inches and then score again at 9 inches or 8.5, however you want. You can use your scoreboard the whole time. So now you can see my edges are scored. I am going to close this up again, close up my envelope, and I'm going to, there's my score mark. I am going to just snip a little corner. Nope, not that. Not that. That's not the one, that's the wet. Yeah, this is the one. Sorry. I thought it was the wet one. Sorry. Confusing when you use the same paper. See, it happens. Gonna cut just a little bit out because see, it gave you a triangle at your score line. So you're gonna cut 4 little snippets out, 1 on each corner, right up to the score mark. I can't see that one because of the darkness. There. And then open it out, you have 4 little marks. Now you're going to take your scissors, you're going to remove the 4 outer ones. You're going to leave the 2 middle ones because they're going to be the part that holds, whoops, here it is. They're going to be this part that holds the envelope shut. So, okay, I'm going to cut these, and I'm cutting just to the inside side of the score mark because that makes all the paper lay flatter. Sometimes you have to turn it different ways. I'm left-handed, so my ways are a little backwards from yours if you happen to be a righty. So you're going to cut a little to the inside of your score line and take it off. And actually now is probably the better time if you want to ink your piece. Now is the better time to ink your piece. That's the bottom. So I don't need to do the edges. I do this edge. I'll do the fold. I'll do the fold here. This edge I want to punch. I'm going to use my corner rounder and make sure I've got the right one here. There we go. That's the top. I'm going to corner round my top corners, and then I'm going to ink that. You don't have to round them. You can take your scissors and do angles, however you want to do it. I'm going to fold on this score line here because I want those edges done also. And you don't have to ink. This one's not inked. That one's not inked. You don't have to ink. I like to ink some things. This one was already had the distressed look on it from the paper. See, it already has the distressed look on it. So I just kind of finished it off so I didn't have the white on the edges from when I folded and glued it. Now I'm going to get rid of my scoreboard because I want to burnish my edges here. So take your scoring tool or your bone folder and score the edges. So now I'm going to put that up like that. So I might need to cut a little more off my edge. My edge is just kind of hitting on the inside when I fold it. So you might just need to cut a little bit off to make sure that your sides, that's better, that your sides fold down better. Okay, so there we are, there's that. What I'm going to use a liquid glue, a clear liquid glue. And this is the Tombow Aqua. I like this one because it is a strong permanent bond. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, just like the glue. So then you run a bead of glue down the edge And a bead of glue down the other edge. Make sure you close your glue so it doesn't get dry. And then you fold your flaps in. There. And you might want to burnish them again to make sure the glue has a strong hold. Ink are rolling around on me here. Make sure your burnisher's got a strong hold, and have a piece of napkin or paper towel handy to help wipe off the extra glue. And once the glue is dry, you can get your, oh boy, I have to go find it. I have a glue eraser, and it erases the glue. But this, the one thing about this Tombow glue is, like you saw me just rubbing it, it comes right off. It rubbed right off. So that worked. Or if you have one of those glue erasers, they work really well also. It's out in the other room. So here is our envelope. See, it's all directional, is right side up, right side up. One thing I forgot to do, oh my, is I forgot to do my little, do my little munch. I didn't do my little notch. You want to do your notch, there we go. You want to do your notch first before you glue it shut. It's a lot easier. I got lucky just now. Got real lucky. I like the notch in there because it tells the person that they can open it up and get stuff in and out. Now, you notice on this one I don't have these flaps here. You can remove those or you can leave them. The only thing that it would do is show that it's just a design style that you might like. Two reasons I removed the on here was, first of all, made it easier to get in and out of the pocket, and the top stays closed better. I do have little magnets and things that I can use to help. Gotta watch where your glue goes. I had a little much glue up at the top, and it squirted out. It kind of glued that shut. So what I'm doing is I am clipping. I need a little more glue stick right here. Sometimes your corners come up, you need to put them back down. I'm cutting that up, and I'm going to cut it off because I like my flap to lay down. If you have a little mistake, you just hide it with ink, and make sure it's even with the top edge, because otherwise it'll stick out. There we go. So I'm going to just clip this to the edge and clip it up so it's even with that. And if you have a little extra, you just go in and use your scissors and clip it, and it's good to go. See, this one doesn't need a whole lot of embellishing. Let me see. Let me go see if I can find a sticker for that. Hold on. Be right back. Okay, I found my Farmhouse stickers from Happy Planner. I like these. There's a bunch of them in here that have a clear edge to them. Some have a white edge, some have a clear edge. I had something in mind. I could use one of those, but that's not clear edge, that's white. I don't want white. Let's see, there are flowers in here somewhere. Unless I took them out. Yeah, I took them out for something. Alright, let's see, let's change it up a little bit. Let's put a little saying here. These are clear edges. I like this one. From Rumi, your heart knows the way. So just to me, it felt like it needed a little something down here. So I'm putting this here. It says, your heart knows the way. I like that. And let's see if there's something else I could put in here. There are little flower jars here that I saw that I liked. Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted. But that doesn't quite go with that. I don't like that. Thought I would, but I don't. There are some little flower jars here. And see, these have a white in the middle for writing. I don't want that. I would want it clear. Here's the little jars. See, aren't they cute? Some of them say, enjoy life, a heart, love this, life is sweet. So I'm going to put just a heart one, because Rumi's thing says your heart knows the way. So I'm just going to put this down next to it. See? And you can embellish them any way you like. So that's how I did that one. This one, I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but that's how that goes. And you just keep looking at it. If you see a little bit of something that needs to be trimmed off, then you trim it. There we go. And then go back in and ink a little. I love the ink because it hides things also. And then ink your edges. And there is our envelope for today. Aren't they cute? And they go so nicely. I gotta find a journal. Oh, here's one. No, it's not. Hold on. Okay, I found the journal. Here's my samples journal. This is my samples journal of different things that I like to make and to help remind me what I can put into a journal. So let's find a page to put this. I'm going to put this in. Now this can be put in a number of different ways. It can be, I don't like that. Let's see. Let's see, a different signature might work better. It can, I like the other side of that paper right there. It can be put over a page like that and paper clipped in, or you can take it and clip it to the top of your page like that. Or if you have a pocket, you can put it into the pocket, or you can just lay it in there. I like having it this way. It just adds a little something to it. Gives you that goes with that on that side, and then this matches with this on this side. So there's our envelope for today. And it's so cool, so cute. If you have extra papers in your design pads that you just don't like, this is something you can do with them, and it really changes them up real nicely, and you can embellish them and put all kinds of things on them to make them yours. But like I said, I'm making these. These are going to be part of my, I'm going to, as a freebie when somebody purchases a journal from me this weekend. So if you liked what you saw today, please press like down below here, and also subscribe so you can see my future content that I will have coming up soon. I will talk to you later. Bye for now. Have a great Friday. Bye, everyone.